Welcome back to Unfiltered, presented by Hustle, and this is the Rap Jury. I am Jay Skyline.
And I am in James.
And Malachi behind the boards. And we got Ghetto Luxury this week by founding member of the 58's franchise, born and raised out of Braddock, PA. And we're going to get straight into it, man. Ghetto Luxury. This is our first review of franchise, but we reviewed members of the 58's in the past, both B. White and Mayo. So, and 58's are one of the, I would say, staple groups in the area, like especially for the McKeesport area. All the McKeesport artists we've reviewed in the past, the JKJ to others, have always spoke very highly of their interactions with the 58's, and it's one of the groups in the area that's, again, it's highly thought out of. Like, it's highly thought of. It's a classic group. It's been around for a little while, so it's just something that everybody in the Mon Valley knows about. So we're going to jump straight into it. And there's a couple features on this album of people we reviewed in the past and a review we did last week. So let's get into it. Ghetto Luxury, first song, Lujo featuring Remo. How did you feel about that, James?
That was a dope track. Remo's dope. I like Remo. This is probably my first time. Probably heard franchise before listening to some 58 tracks.
I'm sure that, I can't remember the reviews in the past. I'm sure he was probably on either the B. White or the Mayo album, probably. But it's great opening. Starts off with the Denzel Washington American Gangster sample. Flows into what I consider like a luxury Rick Ross type beat, which he sprinkles those beats throughout the album pretty decently. Franchise's opening verse, proper intro. I think this shows you what the album's going to be. You're getting luxury, hustling, Pittsburgh rolled into one, and he shows you that in the first verse. Remo jumps in. I'm getting classic Remo. I'm getting Speakeasy. If y'all listen to Remo, y'all know what Remo is. Remo gets in, he gets out, he gives you what he's supposed to give you, and he gives you his top of his game all the time. That's what Remo is. I'm always happy to hear Remo on a verse. That's really what it is on that one. Like, it's Remo's Remo. Remo doesn't disappoint. I haven't had a disappointing. The album was never disappointing. His features are never disappointing. Remo's always on point. Just is what it is on that one. So James, what's our next track?
Day One's featuring Bang Assist and Scoot and Vinny Radio.
For one of the two posse cuts on the album, I would say this one is the classic type of posse cut.
Yeah. Because I don't think this is the only track you're gonna get like three folks on. Well, no, track you get.
So I just want to be right because I've listened to this track a couple times. Franchise is only on the hook.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I was like, again, when you're listening to, because I've never listened to any tracks with any of the other three artists. So I just was like, when I listened to it, I was pretty sure none of the people that rapped on the verses was franchise, which at this point I'm used to. I listen to enough Kanye and Dre and other artists who don't, and DJ Khaled. So I'm like, for one song on your album to be a highlight of other artists doesn't really bother me. And it's especially three artists who are decent. Bang Assist starts off the song with a nice verse, nothing great. I personally think one of the standout verses on the entire album is Scoot's middle verse, because his flow and the way he raps is very unorthodox, but it works with the beat structure. Like, he doesn't, you just don't hear a lot of people rap like how Scoot raps.
Yeah.
Then Vinny Radio gives me a more of a classic rap flow. Like, the first two verses, the first and the third verse are like classic rap flows to me. They work. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Vinny gives me a couple 58 bars, which is the reason I reached out to franchise before we did the review, because I wanted to get some information and how I figured out the 58 affiliations. But I figured it out listening to this song. I was like, I need to figure some stuff out before I just start talking about this album. Because I'm like, I've done 58 reviews, so I need to figure this out before I sound like an asshole. So no matter if I like the album or not, like, at least I want to sound intelligent about what I'm talking about. We try to do that here. So, do you have anything about the three artists on this track that you feel?
It was dope. I don't know if that was one of my. It's like I don't know. It wasn't my like favorite song.
Oh, it's not one of my favorites. But again, there's only two tracks that have like a bunch of features, and I'm like, I think we'll talk about the other one later, but I think this is the better out of the two.
Okay, all right.
After that, we got Big Faces.
Yeah. D Yerk. It was cool. I feel like, I don't know, the hook was alright. You know what I mean? No?
But
I liked how you dropped it at the end and brought the hook back. But I mean, I wasn't really a hook fan though. You know what I mean?
This wasn't one of the better franchise verses on here for me.
Yeah.
And I have higher expectations for D-York. And this is the thing when I start getting to when we get into like reviewing like the previous song, I'm like, I haven't really listened to any of these dudes before. I've listened to a D-York album, and D-York has been featured on multiple projects we've reviewed, and this is probably one of his. It's not the worst verse, but it's one of the more boring verses out of D-York. D-York is a hype artist.
He's a real hype. Yeah, we reviewed Sour Trap back, and yeah, that was all.
And this was just like, I came in, I'm like, oh, we about to get a D-York? And it's like,
yeah.
It's kind of just...
But it was still had like a little hype vibe, a little bit of hype vibe. I'm not gonna like.
I do think that this could get definite spins in local clubs, so I'm not just shitting on the track. I think this could get played and in all the clubs that are like on the east side and stuff like that for sure. Like it's like you can dance to this. You can definitely bop to this. It's not stunning on that. After that, we got Relay featuring Leah Lou.
Leah Lou?
Is that what it's? That was the name I had.
I mean, Leah. I mean, I guess that would be more like. I don't know.
To me, this is probably one of the best hooks on the album. Like Milwaukee.
Okay, yeah. That was cool. I like that. That was a good track. One of my top ones.
It worked really well with the beat. There was a couple. There was a Hill District and Swissville shout outs in some of the verses by Franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Leah, I hope I'm saying his name right. Leah Lou's
Via.
Is it Via? I thought it was L-I-A.
No, it's V-I-A.
I put it in my notes wrong. My bad. Via Lou or Leah Lou.
I thought you were saying with a W, like Via, like.
Oh,
You're saying Italian or something.
No, I put all my shit down in Samsung notes for y'all. Just let you know.
Say blaming Samsung. Shout out to the other brands, not Samsung. No, fuck that.
He over there with the Google.
Shout out Samsung. We'll take that too.
Yeah.
So
shout them out.
My bad. Via maybe the best guest verse on the album, and if it's not the best guest verse, it's one of those. That shit sounded effortless for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just like he put that verse up, and it was like he didn't try, but it was smooth.
He didn't. Damn.
Again, like I'm not like there's a difference between like Blueface didn't try, and then like he didn't try, but he's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I look at it on that one. So how do you feel about Relay?
I thought it was a good track. It was one of my favorites. Definitely would bang that one again. That's one of my.
Oh yeah. That stays on rotation. Shout out to artists for putting their music on different platforms and just like SoundCloud. Because I can put this on my YouTube music playlist and I'm good.
Yeah, I think he had this on like almost everything. I have to double check what he had that on, but it was like he had pretty much like he had like a nice link out. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube title, Amazon Music, Pandora, YouTube Music.
I forgot about Pandora.
Well, yeah, shit, we don't use that no more. But shout out to Pandora. You still doing stuff for people that want to still use it?
Because he looks offended in the background.
You only get so many skits, but that's with everybody, you know.
I pay for my shit at this point. That's good, whatever. After that, we got I Ain't Got Done, but he apparently does Cryptocurrency, featuring Kid Kim. This is the classic money song for me, and I actually appreciate it on this album.
I wasn't actually here for this.
You weren't here for this?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't even think did they even say cryptocurrency in the album, like in the track? I don't know.
Probably not, if I remember correctly.
Is that something that you should do?
Not all songs. Like some, because some people don't put the name of the song in the songs. Sometimes there's some people.
I can see that in the movie. You don't say the name of the movie in the movie, but I feel like in a song you say the song name in the song.
I'm a person that waits for the name of the movie to be said at some point. Like I'm the whole.
Yeah, I mean that's how. Like Fast and the Furious 8. Like
that, obviously.
It's like
once you turn something into like a full blown franchise, you lost.
Yeah.
Like once you're on Indiana Jones 7. Well, I guess because it's Indiana Jones, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like. In every Star Wars movie, you don't hear the word, well, it's been a Star Wars.
It's been a Star. But they say, damn, shit, we need a New Hope or something. Like, I don't know.
Okay, that part might happen, you're right.
They can say at least the name of the movie or something.
I mean, I do think for that weird Fate and the Furious, somebody was like, it's our fate. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But back to the review.
I don't think, I mean, like, I've listened to it a couple times and I was like, they didn't say it. But I mean, like, I still got what it was about, you know, but it's like.
So for me, it gave me like because I wanted to get there before I feel like there was a moment very early Nelly before it was corny, like the first album.
Okay.
And it gives me like a Nelly hook vibe on the hook, which I really like.
Yeah. It's a cool hook. I don't know if I was here for.
Now, Kid Cam was probably the low point. Like, actually, my notes for this song is, I wish this was the one track that Franchise just did alone. I think this track would have been better.
You know what? Yeah. So this whole album, he's had somebody on there.
There's
no solo track.
Which again, it's your message. So whatever you want to do, that's
however you want to do. Yeah.
But this would have been the one track that if it could have just been Franchise 2 verses by himself, I'd have took it.
It could have been, yeah. It could have been done.
So that's the big one, because this is the flow switches, the harmonizing, like this for his verse and his beat of the hook. I loved it. It's just the feature for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we got Lunar Eclipse featuring friend of the show. At least I still hope I haven't heard it.
Damn, Jordan said something. I don't know last week. And I'm just like,
whole clip's not out yet.
Are we having? Oh well, we're still okay. Well, that is what it is. But JKJ, Lunar Eclipse. Franchise. I
liked it.
This is the first song on the album where Franchise isn't on the first verse.
Yeah. It starts right out JKJ.
I mean, if you don't count the first song, the one song where he doesn't have a verse at all.
We're gonna have to talk to him about. I mean, or just.
Unless I'm missing like a half verse or it's like an 8 and 8. Oh no!
You listen to us, but
as long as he's fine about how we talked about his album, the interview is coming because I'm gonna keep that one coming. And the food's coming. Hey, Franchise, to let you know, when we do interviews with Taste Test Food, let me know if you're allergic to anything. We ain't trying to kill nobody, but we do taste test interesting food. We are probably taste testing blue cheese today.
Shit, Jordan, why you gotta say this?
Oh, no, because if you only gonna know about it if you watch this show. That's your like little hint of the day for this show.
Some weird chips and some drink. That's all you gotta know. But yeah, that was a dope track. It kind of gave me like a Halloween. I mean, like right now, this did drop like a couple weeks ago. Like
classic JKJ verse.
Yeah.
This is a great JKJ verse. Great verse by Franchise.
You know, they were shouting out the Valley. I think that's where he's like, shout out to the port or whatever.
Very laid back beat.
Yeah.
I like it. It gives me like movie soundtrack vibes.
Yeah. It was dope. I like it. It was a dope track. I really like that.
I'm gonna let you start on
number 101.
Yeah.
Key Michael. So, I kind of like some of the lyricals part of, it was dope. You weren't really here for this one?
This is probably the most forgettable track on the album.
Shit.
It just didn't do much for me. Like, it's not even a bad song. It's just not. It's boring to me.
Okay.
And the lyrics in the second half of the hook where he's talking about, like, fighting and, I think it was, like, the port turns up or something.
Okay.
When you say stuff like that, I feel like your energy got to be higher.
Mm.
Like, when you're talking about fighting and stuff, I'm just like,
But the beat wasn't for that.
But that's where the lyrics were weird for the beats.
Okay. All right.
It does have one of the best lines, and this is why the song didn't make my worst. It didn't make the top 3 worst. One of the best lines. You ain't loyal. You ain't loyal, but from the soil, stay the fuck away from me. Might be one of the best lines for me. I think I said it wrong.
Probably.
Yeah, I definitely said it wrong. He knows what I'm talking about.
We'll let the artist do them do the song. We'll just review it. Shit.
And then for me, the second verse with is it Key Michael?
I think it's Key Michael.
Yeah, that was one of the best feat. That wasn't one of the features.
Key Michael. I don't know.
So 8 we got Vogue featuring. I'm gonna let you try that one. I'm tired of getting picking names.
Vogue 2K.
Vogue 2K.
Oh, no, all right, shit. That's my fault.
now you feel the anxiety of fucking up a nigga's name?
VO2K or Vogue 2K? I don't know.
We get back to the luxury on the beat for me.
Yeah.
Another smooth verse by Franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise reminiscing about past come-ups and probably the most uplifting verse on the album for him.
I wasn't about this track.
Yeah, I wasn't finished either. So
okay. You just paused for a second.
I paused on purpose. I wanted to. I was hoping you would say that because that was like all I had positive to say about the track was right there.
Damn.
So you good?
Okay.
After that, the hook kind of threw me off because Franchise's lyrics in the verse are so uplifting and so like. This is like the most positive verse on the album, and then it kind of goes back to just straight street shit on the verse on the hook, and then. Bro, I'm not. Vogue 2K is not it for me. This is the worst feature on the album.
All right. Okay. All right.
Like this, and I feel bad because anything wrong with this track for me does not have anything to do with franchise. Like, because the hook I think is half of the.
You don't think there was nothing about Ghetto Luxury?
Wait, what?
Like, you know what the album concept is. You don't think like his hook was part of the concept?
I mean, I guess so, but that doesn't help. The song.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that song.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you didn't like When Zodiacs Clash.
You're kind of right.
Yeah, no.
I was.
I like it.
I
like it. This is why I knew he didn't like it. And then, what do you think about Chu Jackson? I'm just curious because we haven't talked about him. But who does he sound like to you?
I'm not too sure.
He sounds like a child of like Vert and Young Thug.
Okay,
Which I'm perfectly here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. All right, I see now.
But like, because even my description of the track is, it's a pretty big clash in styles. Because Franchise to me has more of a classic, late '90s, early 2000s hustler flow to me.
Mm-hmm. Where
Chu is full blown 2019, 2020. Little Uzi Vert. I'm gonna stop before I offend anybody.
Yeah, hold back. Get yourself to collect yourself.
Because I want an album. I want to see if he has an album. I would like to review the whole project. I feel like we're gonna get a pretty low review out of James, but I think I want to hear it.
I'll still give you I mean, I'll listen to it. I mean, like I'm not gonna like every track, but I mean, there's gonna be some you're gonna at least do good. I mean, I feel like, but I mean, this one. I mean, I think there was some cool lines. You know, I mean, they were talking about, you know, there's zodiac signs and, like, I mean, that was kind of cool.
You get the white bitches with that. And, like, really, really spiritual black chicks. There's some really spiritual black chicks out here, too. I know. With your crystals.
Hey, Jordan. Okay. I mean, you ain't lying, but...
I was like, if I told a lie, like, I don't even feel like I'm being savage. I'm just putting out facts out here.
Yeah. And okay.
That natural deodorant.
Oh, damn. Hold on. All right. Yeah, this shit. We're you going a little too deep in this.
I'm still splitting.
We'll just talk about Zodiac bitches. It's alright. It's good.
All right. So last track on here, Summer Jam 2K23 featuring PZ Loaf and Dude Music. I'm gonna let you go.
The beat was, I don't know what that was. That like kind of like late night. I don't know how to really talk about that beat.
Too much for me.
That was like too much. Like I don't know. I feel like you removed some stuff.
A lot. It just drowns out the verses for me.
Yeah, there was a lot going on with the beat. I thought it was like I did like it, and then after listening to the album a couple times, I was like, there's too much going on with this, like to really like it compared to the other tracks on the album. You know.
My one positive thing, I have nothing much positive to say about this song, is the hook would probably sound really good in a concert. That's all I got. Like it sounds like a concert chant. I'm shocked they turned this into a full song. Like it sounds like something you could do whenever you like your DJ might need a second to get to the next.
The DJ might need a second. Hold on,
I need 3 mics for this next performance. Can we get that third mic hooked up? Like this is what you would kind of like keep the crowd going.
Yeah. All right, let's get in the pit.
Like neither verse is too amazing, and I might be understating the verses because again the beat overstates the verses so much. Like I would have the focus I would have to do to figure out if these verses are like truly good or bad is. It's almost like the
yeah, that's what we're trying to get though.
But like nobody's raps over that song.
Nobody raps over. Y'all ready for this? Damn, damn.
Like you never heard that damn sample where that's the beat. I just remembered that there's a sample where Wiz samples Sonic and it doesn't work because there's certain things where we just got to listen to the beat and be happy with it.
All right, I got you on that. That could have been that could just be a beat. No lyrics.
So as always, when we get done to the album, we present our best and worst 3 tracks, and then we give you our ranking for the album. So for this, we'll start off with our 3 worst because we don't like ending on the sour note. We like ending on the best.
Yeah.
And on our numbers, which our numbers could be good or bad. We can't control that. That's just what our opinion are. Always remember, this is our personal opinions. Y'all still need to go out there and check out the albums for yourselves, especially when we talk about Pittsburgh and Western PA artists. Mm-hmm. This is not to bury your artists. This is to try to get their platform out there and make sure more people listen to these people's music. We need more representation. I'm tired of just seeing Hardo at the BET Awards. Let's get it. So, for me, you want to start on your worst first? Or you want me to start, James?
I guess I can start. Ooh. I probably have to say Vogue.
Vogue.
Yeah. But then it's like...
For 3 or...
we going at number 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's always what it's been. This ain't changed in 5 years.
You said, what's your worst? You said,
like... worst 3. Like, it's
Oh, all right. When Zodiac's Clash.
Okay.
All right.
My number 3 worst is Big Faces.
Big Faces?
It's just... It's such a disappointment in the track. Like, it might not... If the track isn't as bad... Again, really, my worst 2 are really the tracks I think are really bad. Where this one is just more like, I'm disappointed in this song.
Okay.
So, what's your number 2 worst?
Cryptocurrency.
We are just not agreeing.
We're not, and that's fine. We have different opinions and different, yeah.
My number 2 worst is Vogue. So we're on the same page as that.
Right.
Since his worst is Vogue. So my number 2 worst is Vogue.
And then my number 1's Vogue.
Right. And then let me we'll find it real quick. It was not what you said.
Damn.
My number 1 worst. Oh, my bad. This is this one. My number 1 worst was Summer Jam 2K23. That's because it was the last track, and I was going up and down. I'm like, oh, it's the last song. But yeah, Summer Jam 2K23 was just, I don't know. It's a disappointing end to a good album.
All right.
So I guess I'll flip it up and start first on my
best 3.
My best 3. Number 3 will be the first track, Lujo featuring Remo.
Oh, damn. Lunar Eclipse.
That's your
my number 3. That was a dope track. I like that one.
Okay. My number 2 is When Zodiac's Clash.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we don't agree on things.
We just ain't agreeing. Damn. All right. Shit.
So yeah, that was my number 2. What's your number 2?
I would say Day Ones. That was dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which again, I think is out of the 2 posse cuts, it's way better than the Summer Jam track.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And my number 1 best is Relay.
Relay?
It's just the best combo of 2 artists for me.
That was a good one. I like Lujo, number 1.
I'm not mad at it.
You started in there. They really set the mood. I thought it was a dope way. Plus Reem, I like Reem a lot. So maybe it's that, but his verse was dope too, and I like the hook. So that's one of my big things is if you got a good hook.
And that's the big thing about Relay is a really
that's a
catchy
good
song.
one. Yeah,
like that one just sticks with me.
Got some
I
honorable
listen
mentions
to it
right there. Yeah.
Again, for you, like I said, Day One's is an article for me. Like it's definitely a close. I thought about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, that's our tops. Again, we do our scores 0 to 5, 0 to -5. I'm not really too worried about the negatives this week. I just want the y'all who send me music later to understand that if it's fucking trash, we're gonna let you know.
Damn.
For me, this is not that. For my for our first review of Franchise.
Okay.
I did not pick my number before this week. I just made my review and put my notes in. I'm going with the 3.5.
Damn, I was going there too.
It's not a 4. It's not a 4. It's a close. It's close. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I will go half digits. I'm not giving you 3.8s and 3.9s. I'm not doing that.
We don't do
a
that.
2.
No.
It's either going to be a 3, a 3.5, or a 4. So I'm going with 3.5. I didn't feel right going with the solid 3.
Yeah, no, it was definitely better than a 3.
But I don't
it's
think
not
it's a 4.
Yeah, it's a good 3.5 is a good number. I like that.
And again, I'm not saying go full on J. Cole, but I feel like we could get more solo material from Franchise, and I could get an album up a little bit. Because I feel like solo songs progress a story of an album better. Like again, I'm a features dude. Y'all know I like features. I love real remixes, all that shit. But I'm like, that might be the thing that held it down a little bit for me. Because again, a couple of the features destroyed tank songs for me. There's not a lot of songs where Franchise ruins the song, or at least Franchise doesn't keep it together.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
I don't think there's nobody that kind of beat him.
Right, and then again, the worst track to me is fully beat and engineering, probably more than the 3 people on the track.
Selection of beat.
Again, if you turn the beat down a little bit, it might be better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to mess with the optics of my phone or my car because I know there's ways to do that stuff in something like my car. But like I shouldn't have to remake the beat to make the song sound better. Like what Nav said.
Yo, we keep on bringing up Nav on this. Damn.
So, but yeah, no, like that would be the one takeaway about that song. But outside of that, I don't even have a great opinion on Nab's or not Nab, damn, on Franchise's verse on that. But yeah, I don't even have a great opinion on Franchise's verse on that song. I don't have a great opinion on PZ Loker Dude music on that song. It's just three dudes on a song that I don't have a lot of understanding of. But again, shout out the Franchise. Again, shout out to JKJ, D Yerk, and Remo. Again, past reviewed artists. Yeah. Looking out. I'm looking out for everybody. Yeah. Again, I am excited to hear more from Chu Jackson. But again, PZ Loker, Dude, Vo2K.
I'm assuming all these are city people.
And even if you're not, again, we review people that are attached to local artists legitimately. So as long as you didn't just like randomly buy the song and then you just ended up with an extra verse because you bought the song off a dude from Denver, don't worry about it.
Damn. And all right, shit. Shit, yeah, really go do that. You all these punches out here, Jordan.
That was a straight shot to somebody, and that was a hidden joke that he knows about.
Damn.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm excited. I do not know off the top what our next local review will be, but I'm looking around. Send us stuff. Send James stuff. Send Malachi stuff. I'm looking. Mm-hmm. We are still waiting for the upcoming Malachi project.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Working on this.
I'm just waiting. I can't wait. It's gonna be one. It's gonna mid episode. I'm turning all this shit the fuck off. Nothing's playing with me. But yeah, this is Unfiltered, y'all. Rap Jury again.
Check this out.
3.5 across the board. We don't have to do any math today. Oh, before we go, best album cover and secondary album cover I've seen in years.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. Hit me up. I'm not one of them dudes that wants shit for free. Let me know what the price is. I need the hoodie.
Get the hoodie. I want the hoodie for this too.
He wants the hoodie in black. I'll take the hoodie in pink. As long as it's fitted for men, I'll take the hoodie in pink. I would rather.
Oh, if you got the black joint, definitely here. Can't get no white. Definitely be staying in that shit.
And I get the pink. Ghetto luxury again. Cam vibes. I get it. Grab all the pink shit you can get. Actually, I'd rather get the shirt. I got like a pink hoodie already or a Sam hoodie. If you got a pink shirt, I'll take the shirt. Again, I'll pay for it. I'm not asking for it for free.
Yeah.
So it's Unfiltered, presented by Hustle, Jay Skyline,
and James
Malachi behind the boards. We will see y'all.